I couldn't be found out my big home. The bare necessities of life will come to you. They'll come to you.
Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a while. I've kind of been absent with work and everything, and the thing behind me, which is, it's been kind of a task and a half to get this thing up and running, and you know, making sure. I had some troubles in the start. I thought it was good to go, and I had some issues with it, so it's kind of been a little bit of a roller coaster at first. I've been really upset with the green hair algae. It's unsightly. I don't want it. It doesn't look good, and it's been a pain to get rid of. A couple weeks back, I literally took all the rocks out. I took a toothbrush and I scrubbed them clean. I got everything I could off, and it was just, it literally took me all day to do, and I don't want to do that ever again. It was a massive pain in the ass. Since then, I have a pretty decent cleanup crew. My snails are pros, but unfortunately, the algae just grows at a rate that they cannot handle. So I go in there and I try to remove a little bit here and there when I can. I try not to stick my hands in there too often, but sometimes when I try to spot feed some of the corals, I get in there and remove some since I'm in there anyway. But I'm trying to do remove nutrients from the water with water changes and dosing phosphate RX, and it's going to take me a little bit to get all this algae out. But besides that, the only other issue I've had was the first two coral I bought from the Reef rack. Fantastic store. I've bought several coral from them since then too, and I just I lost the first two. I lost the hammer and I lost the zoa that I bought, unfortunately. So the lesson I learned there is to make sure you always calibrate your Reef ractometer, and if you're not using one, I highly suggest you go get one. And then I also suggest you get the calibration solution, because it works like a charm. So I tried calibrating with RODI water and it did not work out for me. I thought my salinity was perfect when in fact it was extremely high. It was registered, or it was coming in at about 1.033, which basically just melted the coral that I got. So I corrected that. I let the tank kind of settle for a week, and then I decided to try my hand again, and it worked out. And now I have a whole bunch of coral. And as far as I can tell, I've had issues with a few of them, but for the most part, they seem to be doing really well. I love looking at them. I love watching them and their behavior from morning to night, and how some of them are very nocturnal feeders and stuff, and how they filter the water, and it's really cool. I love it so far. I'm very happy. The fish I have are a whole bunch of personality. I love my dwarf lionfish, who I've nicknamed Fozzie Bear. I had to. He's fuzzy. He's cute. I love him. The other one, I don't really have a name for. I call him Dotty Boy, because he has polka dots. And he's like a little puppy dog. Every time I come into the room, he swims out of the rocks, and but yeah, he's the panther grouper, or leopard grouper, whatever you call them. I know he goes by different names, and I am aware that he is going to get massive. And originally I was kind of going for a mixed reef / predator tank, so nothing too small in here, because these guys will eat them. And I do have a sailfin tang in quarantine at the moment, so I am dying to get him into the tank. I'm hoping he'll help me a little bit with the algae issue. I'm not expecting him to decimate the algae, but I know that sometimes they can help a lot. Other than that, I don't think I'm going to get too much into everything I have in terms of lights and the equipment that I have. I'll save that for another video. I think I just kind of wanted to focus on where I'm at in the stock, so enjoy some of these close-ups. I've been working on some of my, videography, and I got some new equipment, so I've been trying that out and having fun with it. So let me know what you think, and let me show you off what I got going on behind me. So first up, we have the Florida Rainbow Recordia. I love this little thing. I got it at one of my local fish stores during one of their bargain bin deals, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I love these colors. The orange, especially when I have like just the blues on. I mean, it's stunning. It's like a fluorescent orange and neon green, and overall I'm very happy with this purchase, and I would love to get more. I'd like to make a little mushroom island. I've had him for a couple weeks now, and he seems to be thriving. Next up, we have the Duncan coral. I love the coloration on this guy. He seems to be good. I haven't glued this little guy down anywhere. He's literally just hanging out in the substrate until I kind of get a better hang of this algae issue. But until then, it seems to be enjoying itself where it is. It gets a moderate amount of flow, so and watching it eat is really quite a treat. Then we have my zoas. I don't know what the name is. I just know these are kind of green yellow zoas. I'm not sure if they actually have like a trademark name. I know a lot of zoas do. These are kind of like unmarked again in some kind of like $5 frag bin. So I think I got a pretty good deal for a colony with so many heads. I glued him on the rock almost immediately. I felt like that was a perfect spot for them. They seem to do really well. They're open up majority of the time. I actually have my power heads off right now because I know they do not enjoy a lot of flow, but I do love the color of these little guys. We then have my two hammer corals, which are probably my favorite. The euphyllias are like one of the reasons why I've been so interested in keeping corals for a long time now. Along with the elegance coral that I have. I just love how they move in the flow and the different colors. Just probably one of the more beautiful corals out there in my opinion, but I know not everybody shares that. Now they're kind of hard to see with all the algae everywhere, but I do have a couple Galaxia corals as well. I've kind of moved them around a little bit because I don't think they enjoy the amount of light they were getting at the very top of the rocks where I had them, so kind of moving them around, seeing what spot they like the best, and kind of playing with it as I go. It kind of takes care of all the corals. I have a couple others that are kind of getting into better health. I kind of had a rough time with them when I first got them. Besides that, I do have several different types of snails, the Mexican turbo, the Astrea snails. I do have a sand sifting star, which I absolutely love. I know starfish in general are classified as more difficult species to keep. I think this guy's pretty beginner friendly. I mean, I've had him for a couple weeks now and he's been doing pretty well. I love watching him. He kind of like disappears during the day. I see him late at night or early in the morning when I first turn the lights on. He'll like appear out of the sand and then vanish just as quickly. It's a lot of fun watching him like dive into the sand because he kind of just literally like fades out. It looks like as if he's dissolving, and it's really cool watching him. And he moves pretty quick for such a slow starfish thing, but I like him. I like him a lot. Last but not least, I do have 4 emerald crabs in the tank. It's hard to get good shots of them because they don't really come out with the lights on. I catch them normally when I turn the lights off. They go feed on the rocks. I've seen them on top of snails and coral and everywhere. They seem to be pretty hands off the coral for the most part, but I've been worried that they might be taking nips at some of them. I'm not sure yet because I haven't actually seen it in action. But that, or I'll see them first thing in the morning when I turn the lights on, and they scurry away as soon as the lights turn on. But I actually got a little bit of a clip of one of them kind of chowing down. And as always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe, consider liking. Let me know your thoughts below. I'm trying to do better on uploading more frequently. I've just been swamped with life, and every weekend is like my weekend to clean up the place and, you know, do stuff for me. And not that I don't enjoy doing this. I love this. I love all of you guys. You know, my channel's grown to a level that I never thought I would. Like, I remember getting 100 subscribers and it was like, holy crap. And now I'm about to hit the 5,000 mark, and it's incredible. Like, I know there's channels out there with hundreds of thousands and I don't even care, but it's like, that's so cool. And I'm trying to be more involved in the community, and like, the Discord channel is going strong. It's always active, and I know I've been like absent, but I'm working on it. It's always kind of like a trade-off of what I can and, you know, what I have time for. Anyway, until next time, fish on fish fam, and I'll catch you later. Hey, are you new to the fish keeping hobby, or are you a veteran with experience you'd like to share with others? Either way, why don't you come and join the rest of the community in the discussion on the Fishy Business Discord server. Discord is a community-driven chat application.
Freshwater, saltwater, shrimp, and more.
Our community grows every day. All are welcomed, and we would love if you would join us.
You can find links to the server and the application in the description below.
And as always,
we thank you for watching the video.
So fish on, fish fam, and we'll see you there.